guys, and welcome back to Retro Katie. Today's episode of Retro Katie is another episode of the 360 Pursuit, where it's my mission to collect every Xbox 360 power release video game. If that's the sort of content you enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button so you don't miss out more great content. And today in the 360 Pursuit, we're off to Hopton. We're doing a Hopton adventure again, like we did last year, where we hit Great Yarmouth, Norwich and Lowestoft to see what 360 bangers we can add into this wall. But before we get to Hopton, we got one pickup from Hopton-on-Sea from Cash Exchange. This was £2 cheaper than CEX sell it for. It completes a subset. And I'm glad I haven't looked for this game, but this game will need a case swap because the case is slightly damaged, but that's not bad in the grand scheme of things. And that game, you ask, is Tropico 5. We picked this up for £6. Completes the game, as we can see. Wee bit of damage on the spine, but apart from that, I'm not going to play, save £2. I've ordered a bunch of replacement cases, I've got something to replace. Problem solved, we get another game that leaves us at that number before we even hit the road. So I'll catch you in Lowestoft, where we should be hitting the CEX, and there's a retro game store. Don't know what, we'll see how that turns out. If it's open, when we get there. CEX Lowestoft. See what we can find for the 360 Pursuit. Whoop whoop. Right, so that's CEX and Lowestoft done. One more game into the collection. That leaves us at that number now. Slowly off to this games exchange place, the attractive shop further on in Lowestoft. See how well this does. So we're adding more bangers to the collection. So far so good. One game I wanted, one game I got. The giant wee creepy baby. Right, just done Games Exchange in Lowestoft. That's a nice little independent game shop. A lot stacked in there. You'd be in there ages digging, going through games. Some of it's been in there a while because you can see the sun damage. But I've managed to pick up 2 games for the collection with 10% off, which was a bargain. So 2 games for 15, but ain't bad. But that's now 3 games today from Lowestoft into the collection. So now we're sitting at 10:47. So that's day 1's hunt done. Back to the games room to show you what we've picked. Right guys, so we're back from day 1 where we hit Lowestoft. First off we hit was the mobile phone and game shop, which had a lot of 360s, so from the clips. There's plenty of 360 there, a lot of rarities we need, but unfortunately budget restraints. Thought we'd buying a load of games we required for the collection. But when I want to go back and get more Xbox 360 rarities, I'll go back to that shop, I will go back to Lowestoft purely for that video game, mobile phone and video game shop. That's amazing. Insert a clip picture here of the PS2 light stand from when it used to be in the shop. Was amazing. Then after that, walk down the road, you hit CEX. I went to Lowestoft CEX for 1 game. Luckily, we managed to pick up that 1 game. There's another movie tie-in franchise game, and that game is Surf's Up, which cost £5. That 2007 Ubisoft release. So that Surf's Up, that's £5. That's another game into the collection at a good price, but that's good. Back of the box, don't know if we can pick it up, but got removed some sticker residue. It had a security sticker on from when it was sold, so that's off. Because that was setting off alarms in other shops. And after that was about a 10-minute walk to Games Exchange. That I've got mixed opinions on. Walked in, old game shop, like I said in the clip, you gotta dig through stuff. More of a dig. But there's stuff in there that some vendors had a Gears of War 4 standard I'd like, but that was so some vendors, it was going blue. A lot of games were fading. I didn't realise after I left, I picked up a duplicate game, which was, I accidentally picked up that game, Duplicate Enslaved Odyssey to the West. So I traded that back into a CEX. But unfortunately, I didn't realise at the time, it was quite overpriced for what it was. Some games, rarities, some rare titles he had cheaper, but some games were more expensive. As I said in a clip, I bought 2 games for £15, that was with a 10% discount on top. But when I scanned them into my app to track them, I realised I had that game, so I scanned it to CEX to see how much credit I'll get back. I realised I was overcharged, that game's only worth £3, and I was charged 17. That would have, he had 7 on it, so that's an extra £4 added on. I know it's an independent game shop, but £4 markup to what I can pick up down the road for £3, a bit overpriced. And that's not the worst one, because what I did pick up and I have kept, not seen it, so I don't mind paying a little bit more if I don't see it. But for a £3 game, we got SPK Generations. As you saw, we paid £10 for this. I see it currently sell this for £3. So we've been a bit overcharged on that one, £7 on top of what we should have been paying is a lot. I wouldn't mind a fiver, a couple of quid, independent store, they'll pay their own overheads, but £7 is quite heavy. Games Exchange, it's worth a look around if you fancy a dig, but you'd be warned some things you might upcharge on unless you know your prices on your cheaper end games. But out of all the games he had, I only had 1 game in that whole store I needed, and I've overpriced, but at least I've been there. I'm not going to worry about going back to Games Exchange now. It's not still on my hit list. I've done it. I've got a game from it.
Day 2.
Hi guys, welcome back to day 2 of the hunt. Today we're off to Great Yarmouth. Got a list of 4 more games I want to get. So let's get to Great Yarmouth on the bus and see what goodies we can pick up from CEX. CEX, Great Yarmouth. Dun dun dun. Right, so we're back from day 2, Great Yarmouth, where we hit a really good CEX. It's always got good quality control, always has stock I need, always worth one going to. It's one of the better rated CEXs in that area. We picked up 4 games for the Xbox 360 shoot this time, 4 good games, and we got the last one alphabetically on the Xbox 360, which is nice. I got the first one, and I've got the last one, and they're filling in the gaps now, which is lovely. Right, so first game we got is Zoo Tycoon for £6. This was released in 2013 as well as on the Xbox One. So that's Zoo Tycoon. Next game we've managed to pick up from Great Yarmouth CEX. £8 game, we've got Ken Zero, 2007 1-on-1 fighter. That's another one to the collection, Japanese S 1-on-1 fighter with samurais. Now, next game we picked up from CEX is a Konami music rhythm game. Gotta give this a go at some point. It cost us £8. Got Rock Revolution. This is a 2009 Konami release at the time when rhythm-based games was on at the peak. That's 3 games out of the 4. We're slowly getting over this collection. And the last game from Great Yarmouth we picked up was an Activision game at £12. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Unfortunately, I didn't realise there's a bit of wear on the spine as you see from the clip, but I mean, that's added to it as a fighter, one-on-one fighter, a little bit of wear. It's not too bad, but that's in 4 games we picked up. That leaves us now at 1,050 Xbox 360 games out of the 1,201 games we need to pick up. Now, this bit should be the bit where I'm running a clip into Norwich CEX and last level games, but unfortunately, my day got rained out. I was stuck at base camp for the day, so it's a 2-day hunt. But overall, we picked up 6 good new titles for the 360 collection. We're at 1050 now, which is a lovely point to be at. Still got a couple more hunts left this year to do, I reckon, because we're getting close to the end of the year by the time you see this. The weather's not the best to go out and recording. That feel like hunting. But we've done too bad so far. That leaves us with 151 games to go. How close can we get to 140 by the end of the year? 2 hunts, can we pick up 11 games? I doubt it. If we get, we're still where we'll be, but I'm happy with being at 151 to go. We should easily get that done by 2026. 150 games in 12 months is an achievable target. Most of them are expensive rarities, but at the end of the day, we have to plough through. We need to pick them up. We need to get the full set. We're so close to being done now, no point of giving up this late into the journey. Next videos you'll see from me will be the Xbox Gambit from the holiday. Got some good games from there. Got Game of Grab still to be released. Got my Brian Hunt, which I will actually see this will be next week for me, but you won't see it for a couple of weeks. I've got probably the Colchester Hunt because I've got to do some Christmas shopping. So I'm going to tie that into a game hunt, as you do. And that's as far as I've got planned, and I think that should get me to more or less mid-December. By that point, I won't be going out. It might be some popcorn episodes, a compilation of season 3 of the 360 Pursuit. Apart from that, that's all I've got plans for the rest of this year so far. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, smash the subscribe button, I'll catch you lot in the next 360 Pursuit.